need to stop talking and start writing. It's the whole reason why I'm here, isn't it? To write? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. Why am I here? Hey y'all, I'm Madeline Monahan, but you can call me Maddie. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be plotting. And I've mentioned before that I am kind of more of a plantser than I am a plotter. Plantser, right? That's the term. So I sort of think things out in the beginning and then I just sort of take off from there. But today I'm actually going to sit down and try and plot all the way through. And it's a little scary. Today's project is actually not one that I have started before. It's actually a new idea, completely new. Came to me the other day when I was out making deliveries for work. We're gonna try this idea and see if it gets me anywhere. So today I'm going to try also using Save the Cat. I've never done a Save the Cat beat sheet before. I've heard of it, I've seen examples of it, but I have never used it myself. So this whole video is just going to be an experiment. Like this whole video is just going to be crazy. I guess that first things first, I need to familiarize myself with a beat sheet, so let me start with that. Something that I've noticed is different between Save the Cat and the Syd Field book that I normally use is that there's more detail, I'd say, in this, whereas in the Syd Field book you have things like here's this and here's kind of like a map of what you need, whereas this is more so like here's a list of what you need. The maps in Syd Field's screenplay book, I actually have them stuck to the back of my desk. They're very helpful in visualizing your character, your subject, your story, just kind of how you want it to really all lay out. Whereas I feel like Save the Cat really kind of gets into the meat of your story. It really helps you pinpoint those exact moments that you need in order for your story to feel complete and to feel like you have an actual story as opposed to just ideas. So far though, I'm actually liking the beat sheet and Save the Cat. I'm kind of understanding everything. Like I understand the first 10 pages. The first 10 pages of a screenplay are so important. They are really what make or break your movie. If you do not have interest in something in the first 10 minutes, you're not gonna watch the rest of the movie. You're not gonna read the rest of the script. So the first 10 pages are critical and you have to get them right. Alright, so I'm back. Hello. I had to go do deliveries for my work this morning. Did a run, and this is my attempt at a Evie Frye hairstyle. It's very lazy because I just did 2 braids and threw it up in a bun. So hers is much prettier. I'm not going for pretty because honestly the only person I can impress is the bird. And the bird is not impressed by anything. So before I went off to work today, I went through the Save the Cat beat sheet and just kind of learned what the different parts were. And I noticed that a lot of it is very similar to Syd Field's screenplay. They just have different names. So like, I think it was the catalyst is just like plot point 1, but then you have like the midpoint, you have a couple other more important moments that are sort of mixed in and should be focused on. So now that I have this down, I'm going to get my handy dandy notebook out. Where did it's down in my bag. I have to dig through here and get my pen because I always have 50 million pens. There we go. So I'm just going to open up to blank spot because I got a blank page, baby. Blank space, sorry, blank space. I have a blank page too, but the song is blank space. Here's where we start. And let's get this beat sheet down. So as of right now, because the story idea is still really new, I don't really know entirely what I'm doing. I kind of know the characters I want to have. I have my first few moments kind of visualized, but I'm still trying to figure out like the meat of the story, like what the real conflict is and who the conflict is with, and my coffee is done, so I'm gonna go get that. I know I want the story to take place in Arizona and specifically in Phoenix, because there's a lot of places in Phoenix that are really nice, but then you also have a lot of places in Phoenix that are kind of run down and a little bit sketchy. I know my location, I know how it begins, and now it's just really learning about meeting the characters and just figuring out the rest of this gosh darn story. First time using a beat sheet. Woo! My camera died, so I'm gonna try using my phone now. I actually have never really filmed on my phone before. I think I've done it once when I got the lightsabers. So this is new. I have kind of just the basic of the beat sheet written out. I've got just really how it's written in the book. And this is just so that I can kind of go back and reference it if I am away and I do not have the book with me. This is just so I always have it in my notes, because this notebook literally leaves the house when I leave the house. It's everywhere whenever I need it. So like I said earlier, the story takes place in Arizona, mainly again in the Phoenix area. It's an area that I'm very familiar with. I spent a lot of time there as a kid. And then I lived there for a few months, so I've driven through some shady parts of Arizona. I can tell you exactly where the Ahi Poke is. It's like one of the best poke restaurants ever. I love it so much, and I daydream about it sometimes. I just would kill to have the recipe for their garlic soy mirin. I haven't eaten today, so I'm very hungry. I don't know if you all can tell, but now I'm daydreaming about poke, and I really want poke. So different than my Project Arizona project, this project actually has a working title as of right now. It's called 1017. I got the idea when I was driving around town, and there's a post, I think it's on a lamp post, and it has the directions that these two kind of main roads are. So you have Route 50 pointing, or the sign for Route 50 is going one way, and the sign for Route 7 is pointing the other way. And it just, it got me thinking, because it was kind of like a rainy day, and I was already just kind of like tired and stressed, and delivering is stressful, and I was kind of trying to take my mind off of things just to kind of help with the stress. And so I was like, well, think of something, you know, fun, and come up with a story about something that you can kind of just play in your head while you drive. And the thing that came into my mind was just this one sentence of, they found me under the signs for 50 and 7. So that got me thinking. So originally I was like, oh, this story is going to be called 57, and because that's like the road signs that I guess my main character was found under. Why was my main character found under there? I don't know. And so it just got me thinking. Now it's been stuck with me. I was looking for a city that was a little bit more versatile, that offered a little bit more. So you have like your nicer areas, but you also have kind of more rundown areas where you can see something like this taking place. And of course, the only other city that I am extremely familiar with is Phoenix. I guess that I should also take the time to mention that the signs that my main character is found under do actually have a significance throughout the story, and everything kind of revolves around her being found at this particular spot. So that's why I'm thinking that that should be the title, because it is actually an integral part to the story. My mommy's coming over.
My mom is one of those people, though, who does not like to be on camera, so you will not see my mom. But I will see my mom, and that's what's important.
I have reached that point in the day where I am just very tired, sleepy, just like I need to sit down for a minute. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause it here, and I'm gonna try and work on it a little bit more off camera and see if I can really figure some things out. And I'm gonna sleep on a couple of decisions, and then tomorrow I'm going to pick it up. I didn't know a beachy was gonna be this exhausting, y'all, but it's an experiment, you know? I'm gonna work on getting my kind of basic info about the story down for the rest of the evening. And then tomorrow, I'm going to fill out that beat sheet. It's gonna happen, I promise. Tomorrow.
Great Scott Marty! We have to get back to the future! My hair is a mess, is basically what that means. Good morning. It is Friday, which is day 2 of this plotting experiment I'm doing. Last night, I feel like I was kind of able to get things down. I kind of really have an idea of what I want the story to mostly be about. The thing that I am trying to figure out right now is the antagonist. And if I want the antagonist to be kind of a person, like an actual person, or if I want them to be kind of more metaphorical, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm kind of playing around with right now. So today what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and get that down, and then I'm actually gonna go and fill out the beat sheet, and hopefully by a reasonable time today I will have a complete beat sheet. So we'll see how this goes. Unfortunately, my building, once again, decided that our washers are not gonna work because, you know, when do they ever? So I get to gallivant across Northern Virginia. And when I say gallivant across Northern Virginia, I mean go the less than 15 minutes from my apartment to my parents' house so I can steal their washer. Also, the bird is awake and has assumed squawking position. I've got my mask. I've got my stuff. I'm gonna go do some laundry and, right. Because that's what you do, right? Plop. Have you successfully plopped? Good girl, Lyra. I officially am not going to get anything done now because she is too cute. Lily. 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 Hi, Lily. Oh, bye, Lily. Lily. Hey. Lily. Lily. Hi. I am back home. Yay. The bird is still in the corner where he always is. Laundry is kind of done. Beat sheet, on the other hand, still working on it. I'm trying to figure out kind of the kinks right now and just trying to figure out how I want everything to go, which hard. It's hard. It's hard to figure out. I'm still working on this fun and games section of the beat sheet, and the fun and games section is supposed to be kind of showing, according to this, it's supposed to be showing really what the premise of your story is. And so I'm trying to find a way to honestly portray the feelings that they would have, because it's the point in time where these two characters who have been separated for
a large amount of their lives are finally like back together and trying to learn more about each other now that they're both adults. Because the last time they saw each other, they were both technically kids. So, you know, so they're trying to deal with like the overwhelming feeling of being reunited with like their family member, but also trying to learn who the other is now. And yeah, and I just hope that I'm writing this in a way that when I do actually turn it into a screenplay, it's something that portrays that relationship correctly. You know, I don't want it to feel like phoned in or anything. I want it to feel real, and I can only hope what I'm doing right now is making it feel real. According to this, a movie's midpoint is either an up where the hero seemingly peaks through, though it is a false peak, or a down where the world collapses all around them, though it's a false collapse. So I think in terms of this story, the midpoint is actually an up, because she's just been reunited with her brother. Things seem on the up and up. Of course, things aren't going to stay on the up and up, so it's kind of why it's a false... What did you say? A false up? False peak is what it is. I'm almost to Act 3. I just finished writing the All Is Lost part, which I hope will be more heartbreaking when I actually write the thing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a beat sheet. A very blurry beat sheet, but a beat sheet nonetheless. And here we go. Here is my first ever completed beat sheet. It ended up being about three pages. The bird is in squawking position, which always makes me nervous. Overall, I actually really like the Save the Cat beat sheet. Like I said before, it is very different from what I'm used to using, because I'm used to just kind of throwing everything into a paradigm and figuring it out from there. But I think this is actually really good for mapping out really the content you truly want in your screenplay. So yeah, I will definitely be using this again. And now that I have my beat sheet, I can work on my first draft. And that's exciting. I'm excited to work on this script. So Save the Cat, thank you very much. And I'm feeling very accomplished right now. And to celebrate, I'm gonna take a nap. or something, I don't know. I'm just very excited. So thank you all so much for watching me struggle through this experiment. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot more work than I was expecting, but I think in the end it will be worth it, and I am very much looking forward to the next time I have an idea that I can use a beat sheet, because I think now that I kind of have the structure of it down and I know it better, the next time I use it, it will be a little bit easier. I think experiment successful. And the bird is getting antsy, so I'm gonna go. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Bye!